Hey, welcome back to the Jill Dick Show.
I'm Jill Dick.
And I am your co-host, Randy Lopez. And today...
Jill's best friend from Syracuse.
Thank you for reminding everybody.
I'm matching in whites.
Yes, we are, because it's summer.
Summer here in California.
Summer, and it's fucking hot.
Hot as shit. Okay? I didn't sign up for this when I moved here. Did you?
I don't mind it, so, Anyway, today we're going to talk about a kind of serious subject.
Yes.
But we're going to do it with our own unique twist
Humor.
on it. Humor, twist, but we need to talk about this because it's part of my life. It's part of Jill's life. The subject is addiction. And, I'm going to start. Or should I let you start?
No, you start.
Okay. Since I was a kid, have been an addict.
Me too.
And I realized
Me too. This is why, of course, I told you, like I said many times before, we belong together. All right, it's just one time at the show I have to say it. Anyway. Love will keep us together.
What'd you take in your freaking Odies this morning?
Nothing.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about addiction. Addiction, I think about it. Like when I was a kid, my mom would give us snacks. You get home, you have a snack. She'd give us the bag of Funyuns. You remember Funyuns, like those?
Yes, they still have them.
I'd eat the whole bag. You give me a plate of chocolate chip cookies. I'll eat the whole plate of chocolate. I have no control.
Yeah.
So it's something that I've worked with in my own life on many levels. And I know it's something that Jill has worked with in her whole life.
I haven't succeeded, but I'm trying.
We're all works in progress. This is the way it goes.
Right.
And it's something that I think a lot of people suffer with on different levels. And I think at the fiber of my being, I'm an addict. That addict sits right on my shoulder, right here. And
me too.
It's
absolutely a checkout button, obsessive, sort of feel good, what's gonna bring me to a peaceful place. And this could be anything, because I can do food, I could do alcohol, I could do shopping, sex, I could do all of them at the same time, even.
So you're in the room at the shopping place while you're eating. You're fucking the assistant.
Right, exactly. I just sit myself down on a chair and I'm eating, shoving, and it all works together. It's like a circus. I'm a one-woman circus.
I've probably been there on some level.
Yes, you have. You have.
No. So for me, very similar to Jill, it's like that monkey is on my shoulder, and I really have to pay attention to my feelings, because underneath it all, what I notice is it's my feelings that will trigger addictive behaviors and tendencies. So paying attention to the feelings, having the feelings, not trying to mask the feelings by shoving something in my mouth, whether it's a dick or a piece of food or something.
Right. Listen, I love...
Or not distracting by spending money, shopping, whatever. It's something to pay attention to and work with. And that's the other thing I've learned for myself is there needs to be a gentleness. I have to, and I've learned over the years to learn how... I'm 12 years sober from many...
Yay!
Coming up on 13 in February. But it's I have to be gentle with myself. I'm not going to always do it perfectly. I'm not going to always do it right. But I do work on it. And I think that's key is to actively be paying attention to it, to be working on it, to be working on myself. I mean, this is part of the reason why we're here. And on some level... The other part of it is, which I think is really important, I get to help other people with their journey.
Right.
And that's part of the reason why I think we're on the planet.
Right.
So.
And I think that too. And I think that my addictions go like a roller coaster. I think that I'm not a huge drinker. I'm not a huge drugger anymore. I was into cigarettes for many years and stopped. I think that they,
thank God.
I think that they just roll into each other, and it's because I have an addictive personality, which means I want that high. I want the instant gratification. I want to know, I want to be able to sort of check out and check in, and while I'm checking in and I check out, I, again, like you, have to deal with my feelings. And I think that's the reason that people have addictions, because they don't quite know how to handle their feelings. And then when I'm in a session with a client, it's very easy for me to relate to anything that becomes an addiction, because I have been in those shoes in every one of them.
Very true. And, I think, addiction does run in my family also. I look at the the whole my mom and like cousins and her brother and family members. I think there's in my belief anyway, there's some kind of gene that I have that I can look at other people and they're like, oh, I'm gonna have a sip of a cocktail, or I'm gonna have a bite of that cookie, or one bite of the whatever, and I'm like,
well,
I'm not built that way.
Right. I'll tell you the people that really sort of freak me out when they get depressed and then they don't eat. I'm like, what? Like, it doesn't go together. It's like you either stuff it, or you drink it, or you like eat it, or smoke it,
they just stop,
and they just go under. It's like they go under the pool, like they go under the water and for a deep breath, and I'm like, I would have been fucking dead. Like if I went into the water, like that freaks me out. But I'm jealous. I will admit, I'm jealous.
It's a different mechanic. It's a different way that they're built than we're built.
Right.
And hey, everybody's got to deal with life and circumstance, how they deal with it.
Right.
Such is life.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also think that I was talking to Randy and I was talking to my kids about this, which is that, for the most part, like I like to drink and I like to get buzzed on occasion, but it's not like I have to have a glass of wine every day, or I have to have like a beer when it's hot out. Like it's just, I'd rather sort of eat almost sugar or have something in my mouth than versus drinking. Although I like to get buzzed. And I think that my kids have recognized that, because when they're with their friends, they know that like they don't watch me drink a lot, and it's just the way it is, and so they never factor that into the way they were going out with their friends. And by the way, and this, I've said to them since they were like 14 or 15, like, if you want to try anything, come to me, I'll let you try it.
Yeah,
I was great. Just same thing with my candy drawer. I was like, do you want to drink? Come, what do you want to try? You want to smoke? What do you want to smoke? Like, I was really open about it, and they both don't really love the taste of it, to be honest, and that's okay with me.
Yeah, which is great. And I think there's also the other part of this. You can channel addiction in a healthy way too.
Yes.
I mean, like for me, I like to exercise. So for me, I'll wake up, I'll do my thing in the morning, I have my practice, and then it's like I'm at the gym.
Right.
And I can take that routine, that habit, that form of like, I want to take care of my body, and it feels good. There's a part of me that likes to sweat. There's a high that I get naturally.
There is an adrenaline.
An endorphin thing. And, I remember when you were doing your, you were into it. You were sweating.
That's the problem, though, with addictive personalities, which is that we get into it, and then the second we stop doing it for one day, it becomes 2 days, 3 weeks, 4 months, a year and a half. I mean, that's at least from my own experience for myself, which is that I'm better being steady every day, because this way at least I feel like I know that I've gotten this off the list and it feels good. I've gotten this off. But the second I stop, I screw myself up. Yeah. And then I get like, I talk myself out of it, and then I do the whole like voices start with like, do you really have to? Look what you look like now. You ate anyway. Well, it's a horrendous, downward spiral.
Which, the part that I also want to reiterate, we all deal with stuff, like I said, it's about being gentle with yourself.
Yes.
Because that's something I've had to learn over the years, is just to be gentle with yourself. It's like, okay, you missed the gym today, tomorrow's another day.
Yeah.
You can,
you have to do a reset button.
Hey, you ate a plate of chocolate chip cookies. I mean, you ate, I do the worst at like parties. So for me, if there's dessert and there's all this different kind of food, I want to try a bit of everything. I want to try everything. And if I do have a night like that, or I do have, a bad experience, whatever it is, on whatever level of addiction, I can always hit the reset button.
Right.
I can always say, hey, you know what? You fucked up, or you know what? You ate way too much, or you had too much sex. Whatever it is, whatever, fill in the blank.
I wish I could say that I wish I had too much sex. Not at this moment, it's happening like that. But I wish that I could say that. At another time, you'll see me glowing, and it won't be like all excitement. It'll be total sex, and I'll just say it. Listen, by the way, I've had a lot of sex, and I'm glowing, and I like the way I look. This particular day is not that day.
But I've seen you in that place, and it's
Yeah, I look good. I know. It works. It actually.
It works for your entire being.
It does. And again, I will promote sex daily, because I know what it does for me, and it has to do the same for you if it's good sex, which we've already discussed.
We've been off
It's
that
just
topic.
Lacking in the department because I'm picky, and that's how it is. So I self-please.
self-pleasing is a good thing, which can also
And that's
be addictive.
also addictive. No question. No question.
Yeah.
I have a lot of toys in my room. A lot. It looks like I have a showcase. And I work for the toy company.
You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. And I got to survive. I mean, that's just the way it goes.
Hey, we love you. We appreciate you tuning in to us. Thank you.
Thank
Share
you.
this with friends and family.
And share this with anyone who has addictions because we get it. And not only do we get it and we have it, we want to try to control it and be gentle, which is something that you are so right about, because I could be really rough. I could be gentle with everyone else and really rough with myself. And I think that's really hard for me to, when you say it, I'm like, yeah, that would be nice if I could do that. But it's something very important because we have to live
But that's why you have
ourselves.
friends like
right.
me.
Like you.
And you.
And you.
We
and
love
me.
you. We love you. Bye.